such a fucking lady.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. To another episode of
Such a fucking lady.
the podcast. Woo!
Wow. Here we are again.
We've been on a 3-week hiatus.
It's been 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Like, okay, I feel like that, but like my anxiety wouldn't let me look to see if it was 2 or 3, because I didn't want to be like it's 3, because then I would have felt even worse about being gone for that long.
Yeah.
You know what?
I think it was cool though.
Life has been lifing.
Life still lifing.
Maybe we took 1 week too many. 1 week too many.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I agree. 1 week too many.
Because we did set goals to do certain things that we did not do. Mm-hmm.
Well, no, I won't say we did not. We deserve hiatuses.
Yeah, we do. But, you know, we said we was going to record at least 3 episodes a month for our New Year's resolution.
Right. And so 1 month we didn't do that.
Right. But 1 month, we're only 3 months into the new year.
You're right. 4.
Now. Yeah, 4 now. But 4. Then we was only 3. So we
That's
don't want to make it a habit.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
It may sound... I think it's how it starts.
Right, yeah, it's a trickle-down effect, for sure. I agree.
You start making excuses for yourself, like, oh, it's only 1
It's just 1, and then it's 2,
and then
it's 3, yeah.
It's like this week on my little friend came to visit this week, and like, the food excuses I've been making, I've been like, making excuses, but like, I don't have no, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel bad. Like, I was like, I don't feel like I've been keeping balance, but it's just still more than what I have been doing, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, I just feel like certain times I would have like probably like forego. You get what I'm saying? And I'd be like, well, just take a little bite and it'll be okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's your period though. I feel like you gotta give yourself grace during that time.
I do, but then I had watched this TikTok, and the TikTok was like,
stay off TikTok.
Cause you already know they be like,
that one meal.
When do women lose control? And it's like on her period. So I was just like, damn, like you go good for all these weeks, and then you get
I'm ordering insomnia at least 2 or 3 times out of that.
And that's what they were saying. And I'm like, typically, I don't know.
If I stuck to my diet all month, and then these 3 days out of the month, I'm just like...
You're right. It was really like, it has really only been 3 days so far, but I felt bad for those 3 days. Because,
and I understand, yeah. Because I'm going to not go to the gym because my period on type.
Yeah, I'm like, my period, I just haven't been feeling like nothing. And I had to work all week. Like, I had to go to the store all week long. And I'm just like...
Fucking chair up.
Almost lost your voice.
I know.
And another drink.
I'm ready when you are.
I'm ready too.
Yeah.
Are we? Should we? We will.
Cheers.
Y'all, Deja got us on Hennessy. No, I'm kidding.
All right, so how was your hiatus? What have you been up to?
Drinking Hennessy. Like I said, I've been doing the same thing.
She has been drinking Hennessy.
But I just been like, when I'm on vacation, it's like it's whatever for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't drink Hennessy, I'm drinking tequila. Like,
I'm wild out.
Yeah. Like, yeah. We was drinking everything. Like,
I turned a year older.
I thought we did your birthday episode.
We never did my birthday episode. That was during our 3 weeks. We did the nightlife episode, and then those were our 3 weeks. Yeah, my birthday was in between that.
We was gonna do one.
We were, and we never did.
Really?
We never did it.
Happy birthday, Shawty Ray.
Thank you.
I just turned 32 of them things. Cause we big bosses.
Okay, period. And I love being an old bitch, because look how I look. Look at us.
This ain't old, you know, because black.
It don't crack.
It don't crack. Y'all see it.
Okay, so like, and that's why I'm proud to be the age that I am.
Exactly.
Because I don't look like it.
Birthday?
I thoroughly enjoyed my birthday. Okay.
Give the streets a recap.
I will. Okay, so my birthday was Wednesday, March 29th.
Okay.
And so
big Aries energy.
Big Aries energy. Okay. Period. So on Tuesday, the 28th, Natea.
Who's that?
Chef Taya, if you're Chef Stacks, if you're nasty,
baby.
She grilled out for me. Everything was so fucking good. It was. And then Sudi had them put me on the fucking flyer for Rose Bar.
Oh yeah.
So I had to leave her house drunk and go get dressed and go to Rose Bar.
With you, I really do.
It was a good time though.
I know you had fun, but I wish I could.
It would have been
because we didn't end up going out.
Yeah.
I wish I could have went with you.
That night,
because I thought I was gonna have Wednesday. I was kind of just like, yeah, okay, we'll be fine or whatever. But in hindsight, because we didn't have it, I wish I could have went out.
I was hungover for like 3 days, y'all.
She was.
Oh God, because we drunk a liter of Casamigos Reposado at her house. Shout out to Diamond for the bottle.
We did.
And then
did we finish that? Or we drank something else?
We did finish that.
We did.
We finished a liter. Yeah.
But it was 3 of us.
It was 3 of us. I said 3. It
was 3 of us.
It was 3 of us. And so, yeah, we finished that. And then I went out. And as soon as I got there, they handed me shots of Clase Azul. And then another bottle with my birthday sign came out. I got a birthday sign this year. Yeah, so the sign with my birthday, happy birthday to me, came out. And then, of course, there was more liquor. And it was just so much liquor. So after that, my birthday through like Friday,
She was hungover.
I was hungover.
And we supposed to be in the streets. And
yeah. I could have went out Saturday, but...
Really? But I would have still went.
But I called one time and you didn't answer.
That was Saturday?
Yeah, and I was just like, oh well.
That was Saturday?
I was just like, fuck. It wasn't
because I felt like
big
I don't
thing.
Saturday.
I did. I called you Friday and Saturday. Friday, I know I didn't want to go out. But Saturday, I was like, fuck it. I feel better now. Like, let's just... But then when you answer, I was like, easy. We don't gotta go. We don't gotta do shit. I'm cool.
I don't remember that because I remember thinking we was gonna go out. Because I remember telling him we was gonna go out.
Oh yeah, I called, but you didn't answer. And
One of them days. I said,
and I just was like, oh, I wasn't. The thing is, I wanted a chill birthday, and it was exactly what I wanted. So I had no complaints about not finishing the weekend off outside.
What? You might be right. Did I have to cook that weekend?
You had the weekend off.
Your birthday.
My birthday weekend. Yeah.
Your birthday was the 29th.
You cooked the weekend before that.
Oh,
like the 26th or something like that. 25th, 26th.
1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. Oh no, I didn't have nothing to do that weekend. So yeah, you could. I
called one time and I was just like, it's cool.
I feel like we talked. Now I can't go through my call logs. If I could, I would because I remember.
I only called one time, so it wasn't like and I was just like, all right, cool. I ain't gonna press the issue.
But I felt like we talked because I remember thinking.
Well, we talked Friday, and then I was like, oh, I'm gonna call you back. Yeah, and then I didn't go. I was just like, fuck, I don't feel like it on Friday. And then Saturday I called you, and then when you didn't answer, it was just like, all right, cool, easy.
Okay, you might be right. I think I told him we was gonna go out on Friday.
Yeah.
And then so that was my plan.
Yeah.
And I wanted to, but we didn't.
But I had a good birthday. Yeah, I had a good birthday. We did. We went to Charleston last weekend, and Charleston.
How was it?
Charleston was cool. It was cool.
Was it a vibe?
I wouldn't say no. But Charleston itself is not a vibe.
Did you know vibe is a vibe or not?
Yeah, nah, it wasn't. It wasn't a vibe. I'm not even gonna sit up here. I'm not gonna cap y'all down. I'm not gonna
cap it down.
Yeah, and that's not y'all know I don't even use that word, but I won't do that to you all. I love y'all. But yeah.
What was the vibe?
Well, I don't.
Who's that?
Who's what?
Here, in between your fingertips.
Oh, you see my nails breaking right here, and then this one right here. They both breaking at the root.
Stop.
I can't help it. Well, they just started, and now I'm trying not to bite it.
So you did that in the episode.
They've been like this, but now I got a lot of idle time on my hands.
Okay.
So I can't help it.
How was Charleston? Because you still not getting out of that one.
Well, what I'm saying is no, it was not a vibe. Not for me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
And then what made it not a vibe?
Because I used to live in South Carolina.
Okay.
And because I used to live in South Carolina, Charleston was never a place that we went for fun as black people.
Okay.
And so whenever it was brought to me, it was just like...
843 number.
I do have an 843 number.
Where you from?
Kankscree.
Hey.
Okay.
Don't play with us, cold what?
Williamsburg County, Kankscree.
Okay, rep your set.
And that's on Kank Street.
Hey.
Okay? Yeah, I went to high school there.
Okay.
And it's like maybe 45 minutes to an hour from Charleston. But it was never a place that we went to like have fun. Yeah, it was never.
Like, oh, let's go to Charleston this weekend.
Charleston, like
how we do VA Beach.
Right.
Okay.
Not like that. It's not like that at all.
Not that. Okay.
Like, and they have a beach there, but we was going to Myrtle Beach, not Folly. But we all knew what Folly was, but it just wasn't for the black people. We went to Myrtle.
Okay.
And so, yeah, I didn't know what to do up there because, like I said, it wasn't a place for us to go hang out or anything like that.
So even because you're from SC, you ain't really know that area SC. Okay.
The most I know is the mall because, yeah, they had good shopping.
Okay.
And I only went there one time a year for back to school, and that was it. And so, yeah, it just wasn't... I thought that we were going to be shown more of Black Charleston. And...
I guess maybe the question...
Or I wouldn't even be shown, but just, like, find more of Black Charleston.
Right.
But, I don't know.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah. I can't...
I did reach out to somebody who I went to college with, and he didn't really have too much to offer, for Charleston.
I thought I heard the front door unlocking. No, but it's on swivel. Yeah, Charleston, I would say, it's like I said, I had told my friends, like, I fucking...
Was it a vibe or not for you?
Huh?
Huh? There ain't no hum, bitch. If you can hum, you can hear.
Give us a what? Excuse me? Really? You want me to pick?
Yeah, just like you made me pick.
Hard questions.
We vibing.
Okay, for me, no, it was not a vibe. Now, things that I would consider in my vibes during vacation would be food. Location to blackness. Location to vibes. I don't think I really got that this trip, but I know we know the purpose of us going to Charleston, but I don't think I would go back again for the girls trip.
For a leisure anything.
For a leisure anything. Like if I'm going with my nigga to like, I feel like I've seen a lot of like little cute shit and like, don't get me wrong, like a couple of spots we went were okay. They just wasn't like girls trip like woo.
Right, turn up type. Yeah. Birthday trip type situation.
Kind of vibes.
Yeah.
So I feel like, you know what I feel like? The best definition of our trip was I feel like it was stuck between, are we here to relax and meditate, or are we here to like
turn
shake
up
ass?
Right, I agree.
So I feel like if we would have had painted, I feel like we try to blend the two, and sometimes you really just can't blend the two in certain areas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I feel like if we would have did it more like holistic, so we would have been able to find like places or like whatever, because we did do a group therapy session. So that was like one thing that we did. And that was fun.
That was fun.
But in the like turning up kind of vibe, it don't really match that. You get what I'm saying? Like I feel
the energies didn't match.
I feel like we didn't know enough about the area to do all the things that we want to accomplish. We want to have like a group like healing session. We wanted to like turn up. We wanted to have good brunch. Like we wanted to accomplish everything.
We knew what we wanted to do. We just didn't know
how to facilitate.
Yeah. I agree with that. Yeah. Other than that, I would have liked to wear a bathing suit to the beach. That's it. I'm just playing.
Nasia wanna, you know what I'm saying? She go in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we had some moments, but
yeah, we did have some good moments.
We did try a spot in Charleston, I guess. So we went there for brunch and dinner.
We did. That
was cool.
I enjoyed brunch better than dinner. But
karaoke dinner was, I had a Caesar salad.
Yeah, I had a steak in a martini glass. That was well done. That I asked for medium. And overcooked mashed potatoes. But it was okay. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Whatever.
I kind of figured it was going to be that because brunch was like...
It was $13. I couldn't ask for.
If we was in Atlanta, we would have spent a lot more for the things we did.
Absolutely. I agree. Yeah.
So I think I will say the blessing with Charleston is I felt like we didn't spend as much money for them. Even when we went to Ritual, like... Did everybody hate the food or like the food? I couldn't tell. I feel like everybody had like mixed opinions. Like, my food was good.
Mine was good. I enjoyed mine.
My food was good. I had good food. Like, it was tapas. I enjoyed myself, but like, I think by the time I had got to Ritual, I was already so fucked up that like, empanadas and plantains was kind of like not what I wanted. Mm-hmm. But it was good for like a regular, I'm going to Eclipse Day Luna kind of vibe. Yeah.
That's exactly what the vibes it gave me. Yeah. Yeah, I think that was a place that we should have went like daytime type shit. Yeah. Not dinner. Yeah. Yeah.
But it wasn't like nobody always see. You know what I'm saying? Like it just was not.
It wasn't too many options for it.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, but other than that, it gave what. Back? No. If we go back to Charleston, we're going to go to Columbia, Greenville, or Myrtle Beach. Right. We're not going to go to where I know that there are black people. Yeah.
So, I was going to say that even though we thought South Carolina wasn't a vibe, I've been to some places on the West Coast that I thought were going to be more like... So, Charleston, kind of remind me of Arizona. Like, it's like black and white people. They sometimes kind of in mixed spaces. But when I was in Arizona, I felt probably like more included. Arizona was a vibe, and the Baddies West was in Arizona.
They were in what? Portland? I mean, Portland. Okay. Phoenix.
Phoenix. No, Scottsdale, Phoenix.
Scottsdale and Phoenix. And that's it.
And Portland. Then they went to Golden Gate Bridge.
San Francisco. I haven't watched.
The Bay.
Yeah, the Bay.
The Bay. And Stunna Girl said that like she from LA, which is close to the Bay, so they kind of function with each other. Mm-hmm. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's her city. So they pulled up, and it was in the Bay, and Tommy was not having it.
She couldn't be there by herself.
She knew what the fuck it was. But, like, I don't know. I feel like, how do you feel about Stunna Girl? Because I feel like we never talk about Stunna Girl. Like,
okay, I'm gonna say.
Go ahead.
This is how I feel about Stunna Girl. Okay. I understand her take on things because I know how I feel about criticism or whatever you want to call it. Constructive criticism. I know how I feel about it, and I know how I feel about it coming from a group of people instead of just one person. Right. So I understand.
Okay, yeah, that is ironic. Okay, yeah.
So I understand that, but I also am aware of when I'm doing too much and when I can scale it back because
you're the problem.
When I'm the fucking problem, I can see that, and I can take accountability for that. I don't think that she knows how to take accountability
for anything.
It's always, y'all are doing this to me. Everybody's doing this to me. Oh my God, me, what was me? And it's just like, girl, you was getting loud too. It's not just them.
You smoked Tommy.
Right. Cause everybody be on TikTok. We all saw them fucking them running them clips back. Tommy trying to fuck with her. She was trying to fuck with her, but she just kept saying, "You already know." Right. Everybody already know who I am. No, bitch, we don't know. I had no clue who she was.
I had never heard of Stunna Girl in my life.
Ever.
I'm be honest.
Never heard of her.
So I seen the clips before the show came out of Tommy fighting with her.
Right. And then that's when
fighting with her. I
had no clue who she was. I had never heard of her.
Not an inkling.
Never heard of this girl.
Who Stunna Girl was. Yeah.
And so, neither one of us was in LA going crazy to know Stunna Girl music. I still don't know a Stunna Girl song.
Oh, I do. The one she always performed.
I don't know it.
I had looked it up the other day and played it.
I only know Krishan's song.
I hate that one. It's a vibe.
It's a vibe. And yeah, it's not even, yeah.
Oh, yeah, no. Stunna Girl, I had looked it up the other day because...
Is it a good song?
Oh, yeah, it is.
Okay. Put me on.
Let me look on Apple because I didn't download it. Oh, throw it in rotation. You got ass jiggle like you in the standing ovation.
Oh,
throw it in rotation. Come on.
Oh, well, she better send us some funds.
It's like, that's how I play. You know, illegally I can't play no more. Throw it in rotation. We got to put this afterwards. That shit is a bop. And I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
You know, on Apple you can rotate songs. Stunna Girl got some bops, some biggity city girl bops. Okay.
Okay.
But on the show, I just feel like she be doing too much sometimes. Because I'm just like, who wanna fight every day? I'm like, but that's...
And you always gotta rise separately.
That could be
and
old bitch mentality.
It could be.
Like, maybe when I was Stunna Girl's age, I would want to fight every day. Like, maybe I would feel that way, but my knees hurt, and I don't want to do that.
Facts. Like, I don't want to... that just seemed like a lot of fucking energy.
Going back and forth with you, bitches. I'm living my best life.
Okay.
It's literally some old head shit. Like, I don't want to fight every day.
I don't.
So I understand that part of it, and I also understand her being young and feeling like she gotta stand on her own shit. And she on a show with a whole bunch of bitches who are not seeing eye to eye. Y'all fighting 24/7. When the camera's not rolling, y'all are like still living in the same environment. You get what I'm saying?
But
so
but the way she did make it seem was like Biggie was being cool with her.
I believe her.
I do too. Absolutely. Whenever the cameras was off. Big Dominican. Please leave me alone.
Bitch, when you snuck her, you should have snuck
fucking
her.
butt about to fall off.
Like, you ain't even connect really. Like, I didn't like that. I'm like, bitch, I thought Biggie was gonna wash her. I'm be honest. And
I did too.
What I thought it was gonna
You let this little bitch snatch your necklace and throw it in the woods, and then you still didn't even go grab it.
Cuban link.
I would have went and grabbed my shit.
She tossed your Cuban link.
You're not about to play with me on TV like that. Like, come on. You never about to play with me like that. Like, who do you think I am?
It was that what we were supposed to give. And I really was excited for that part when they came back and Biggie was smoking. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, it's about to...
Yeah, like, Biggie about to show... She about to put her in her place.
What I respect about Stunna Girl is like, she not scared of these bitches, and I love that. Like, I don't care if I'm 4'11", bitch, I'm holding my own, even if I lose.
Okay, that's why Krishan fuck with her, too. She's just like, yeah, you gonna do your thing, bitch. I fuck with you for that.
But Krishan is wild, and I said what I've been saying about her. You sticking your fingers in motherfuckers mashed potatoes.
That was
and shit.
nasty. That was nasty.
I'm not over it.
That was nasty.
I'm just not over it yet. It wasn't even my
right. Potatoes. I love potatoes, so I get it.
You gonna motherfucking finger scoop my mashed potatoes?
Okay. My ice broke.
I'm funny about fingertips. You got to wash your hands before you be up in me, so you damn sure can't be in my potatoes with dirty fingers.
Okay. Or my bed with y'all street clothes on. But you cannot stick your fingers in my food, period.
And you can't put
dirty.
Your fingers, you can't be nowhere near me with dirty fingertips. I just don't like it. You went outside, you smoked the Black and Mild, now you want to motherfucking...
Dip your fingers.
No, I mean...
Dip
your fingers.
You petting Chino and then you gonna come lay down and...
What is the problem? Why you wash your hands?
Nasty.
Why you think it's okay?
That's fucking...
You think I don't respect myself enough to require you to wash your hands? Everything's everything, huh? You're too comfortable. You're too comfortable. That's like niggas who have to get their ass ate who don't shave their butt crack.
Hey, you gotta be shitting me. You gotta be shitting me if you
literally. You gotta be shitting me.
Audacity.
The black ass audacity. You got your unbleached asshole perched in the air.
You know who got a lot of audacity?
Who?
Jackie.
Chrissy?
Her too.
I watched that too bad. Oh, Jackie!
Jackie, bitch.
From Love Ain't Blind.
Love is, it ain't. Love is not blind.
It's not. Can we stop playing? Can we stop playing? You've never met anybody. Can we stop? Love has never been blind.
Ever.
In the eternity of eternity.
Except for Lauren and Hamilton.
But they just happen to be like each other.
Yeah.
But it's just really just like love has never been blind.
At this point, all the other couples who got married too that we didn't get to watch their story unfold, I want to see them.
That's what I want to see.
I want to see them.
Because from the first season, I always inquired, like in my head, like, damn.
Are these only 5 couples?
Only matches? I'm like, there's no way it's how this works. Like, no. They picked the good couples. Like, once they started
people who got storylines.
Right. Because I was like, there's no way that y'all got all these people in the house, and they're still in the house when they get to the end of day 10, but they have no matches.
Right.
This was interesting.
Right.
I don't know.
Well.
I wonder how it felt to, like, walk down there and stand there and meet your person, but you knew you was making it to the show. Do you think they tell them beforehand, or do you think they don't know until the show
like
comes out?
You're moving forward.
Right. Do you think they don't know until the end, after the 10 days?
No, because whenever we're watching them, even when they go on their little vacation, we don't see those other people around.
What I'm saying is, like,
do you think they're filming with them there, but they're just not filming them?
They're in the house for 10 days. Mm-hmm. And in that 10 days, they have to find their matches. At what point do they tell them, like, hey, you're going to the honeymoon phase if you make it? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because, like, that would be more
like what people know when they're moving on.
That would be more incentive to pick a person if I knew I was going to the honeymoon stage or my connections could go.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Or do they make everybody get in those dresses and get proposed to, and then they walk? I don't think so. Meet each other, and then they choose who they like the best. You get what I'm saying? Like that was unrealistic.
Because whenever Micah told Kwame no, Kwame could have been off the show at that point. But then he went back.
But technically they would already know, but they wouldn't have put it like. Even if he's off the show, he probably would keep filming. If that makes sense. You get what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm trying to figure out when they draw the line.
Right.
Is it when they run down the aisle, or when after everybody picks a person and then they be like, okay.
It gotta be though after they pick a person. Yeah. Because of when they go on the little vacation. Because we don't see those other couples and they do filming together. Yeah.
I know what you're saying, but I was thinking like, if I'm in the pods, how soon into the pods do you know?
Right? Yeah,
making it. You get what I'm saying?
If my storyline is like
they just filming everything, and then they get to the end. Is it before you walk through those 2 doors, or is it after?
Right, I get that. Yeah.
Like before they get there, like, okay, well your storyline's not that interesting, but you guys don't need, so you guys can't do the.
But we'll just pay for we'll pay for the marriage.
I don't do that either.
You don't? No. I feel like they do.
I think Love is Blind is the experiment which pays for your wedding if you make it. You think Netflix is paying for your wedding if you don't go down the altar? Even if you're not a part of the show? No. I think, you get what I'm saying? Like,
I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
It's either right before or right after they meet up. And they be like, hey, you're going to go to the honeymoon phase. But I feel like it has to be right before for you to even do that walkthrough scene. Yeah. I feel like they don't do that
reveal.
Scene. They don't do that scene with you unless you have multiple connections, unless you are funny. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Or unless you had a real love story.
So with that being said, I really need to see the other couples who would like, at least propose to. Yeah.
To see, like, because sometimes people would get together, but they don't. There's regular people. They don't have no trauma. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They pick people who they can clearly see have trauma, or people who are clearly really not matches.
Yeah.
But they wanted to be on the show because they had other connections, and we want you to be on the show because you tried these 2 people, and you would make the show more interesting.
Yeah, I thought that couples got married is the way they made it seem.
Yeah,
like there were. Ones. No, I thought that there were more married couples. We just didn't see their story play out.
Okay.
And I don't know if they like separated, like we're gonna put this group of people here or this and these group of people here, and we're gonna film them separately. But you know, whoever has the whoever's the most entertaining.
It's too much money. It's a waste of money.
You're right, but I didn't think about it like that. I just, you know, people talk about there being more married couples or more couples that are still together that we don't know about or never saw their story. So in my mind, that's just what I thought. Like, you know, they paid for all these people because they...
I think the most logical thing would be like, they will tell you, Netflix will tell you like, hey, if you match... Okay, so they everybody can match or whatever, and they get to a certain point, like, you're moving on to this phase, you're moving on to this phase. That's because their stories tie into what the show's going to be about. But since you guys match, if y'all want to get married within this time frame, we'll pay for your wedding license or whatever, something. But you have to the show. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
I think they'll pay for them to get
married.
They
don't get to get a ring.
Ceremony is the other part. The ring and the ceremony.
Okay, the ring and the ceremony.
I think they'll pay for you getting married, which
probably marriage license, right? Yeah.
Whatever it fucking costs.
Yeah.
And then that's
At that point, I don't even know if I would want to get married.
Right, exactly. There's that, because like I ain't making it to the next round.
Right, like what?
Because the thing about it is,
because then what if I do come from behind that curtain and I don't like that nigga?
But
or I don't like how he look.
That's gonna happen. I feel like that's more realistic than not, because everybody has a type.
Right. Okay, but now I don't make
the same way.
Right, but now I don't make it on the actual season. Why would I want to continue? Even though I fell in love with this person behind closed doors, why would I want to continue on?
If it's real love, you would.
Would I?
If it's real love.
Cause like what? Cause then it could have been like a fucking what's the girl in fucking Kwame? He live in
Chelsea?
Portland and Chelsea and she live in
Portland. What? He live in Seattle.
Seattle.
He live in Seattle. He live in Portland.
Right.
Yeah.
It could be like that, and then now I'm just like, fuck. Well, you don't look good, and now.
But it's like I'm like I get what you're saying, but it's like.
No, like come on.
Yeah, cause like love ain't blind, but it should be.
Yeah, so and then now we don't even get
black
that.
Black men should be with black women, cause love ain't blind, and the black woman can uplift the black man and understand his struggles, and a white woman could never. That's what they say.
Except for what's her name?
Who?
Brett's wife, Tiffany. Because she didn't understand anything about. She was so blinded by the wealth.
She funny. I couldn't even call it wealth because like if I'm being, I don't want to sound like a bougie bitch. But
let me tell you what it gave me. All right, so being that we've been in Atlanta for 10 years.
Please.
Okay.
Yep. Go ahead.
So for me, this is what it sounded like being an Atlanta native at this point.
Atlantean.
ATLian. ATLian. Yeah, Atlantean. It gave like what I'm gonna even tell you what I was gonna say. It give bottle girl at the 6'5", 6.
5, 6, 7.
5, 6, whatever the fuck it is, at the Hank Aaron's. Whatever.
Then you worked there?
No, I never worked.
He hired us both.
Oh, at the 6'5", 6, 4, 5. Down there on Hank Aaron.
We still Facebook friends to this day.
Wait, he did, and they give
you
like
I'm a.
No, I don't. You know, I don't got that. Yeah, you know, I don't got that one no more. So I did get hacked.
Wow.
That's crazy. Facebook. Who does that? But
it was like
it gives that you. It gives that she was a waitress or a bottle girl at the 6'5".
I wouldn't even give her that though. I think
she had
never said Bank of America or something like that. Like you get what I'm saying? Like for real. Like,
she was a server at the local Red Lobster.
I feel like,
and she had never seen that type of money.
I think Tiffany didn't want to spend her bread, but she didn't know how to say it.
She 36 with a roommate.
Yeah, well she do got that, but she's
childish.
She's childish.
Very childish. 30. 36
but like, then she was like, ooh, I have a big money. Okay, boo.
Okay, big money.
Shut the fuck up.
Ooh.
This nigga got a NutriBullet and you talking about bullshit.
He can pull his paper towel and rip it without ripping the next paper towel.
It was soap dispenser. This bitch lost her mind. Like, I was like, this is crazy.
She ain't never been in an upscale apartment. 36.
Woo! She was thinking about like, oh, I made it. Her dad was like, he's a good man.
I had never seen a female like that.
Yeah. I mean, I think because we're not watching it on TV all the time. But it's, you know what's happening. Because, I mean, we done been some places and it was better than what you had seen, but we ain't
But we don't
like
act like that. You gotta know how to
like
fucking act. In my mind, to me, if I was a nigga, that would have been a red flag to me. Like, oh, this bitch ain't never had nothing.
But Brett is Brett look like a square nigga with good dick.
True.
That's what he give me.
He do.
He give me like he's straight laced. That nigga lost his shit about his tux not being.
Ooh! That nigga was like, get the seamstress in here. This is not right, and I'm not walking like this.
All the funny, all the joking, all the
this is serious.
Background. I'm getting
y'all know I don't play like this.
Today to my bitch. He was dead.
The love of my life. Not walking down the aisle like this.
My
Fix it.
Went and got his pants hemmed. I love it because you particular and you care.
And it bothered you that much for you to be like, fix it.
Yeah.
I love that.
I like it. And I fast forwarded through most of their weddings because I was kind of like, I don't really even want to see this shit. It's because like we all knew Jackie and Marshall was not getting married. I knew that before they even met.
I didn't think that. I knew that once they was on vacation and she had that first meltdown. I was like, it's over.
Come on, look at Jackie. She don't give you city girl.
I'm a city girl. Please don't ban. JT, I ain't playing. Little bitch, I don't want your man. And these rich niggas throwing paper. It's time for the percolator. It's time for the percolator.
Like, that's what Jackie gives.
She do all day, every day.
All day long.
Yes.
So like, even how she talked, he was like, he said something. He was on somebody. He was like, she was like, I fuck with you hard. And it was funny because that's really how she was talking. She said, I fuck with you. Yeah. Like, you cool.
You
like,
cool. Like,
my man's in them.
And that's it.
And that's it.
But then she picked Josh. And it's just like, Josh?
But I think, we don't know Josh. And Josh was a drunk mess of who we seen. So we don't know what they talk about in the pause. But you know what? He didn't make the cut. So his tapes didn't make the cut.
Right, that's a fact.
If we're gonna be superficial, besides the cauliflower ears, he is like not being funny.
He's attractive.
He's not bad looking for like a typical.
Yeah, I get it.
Guy's guy.
But he give Toxic King, and Jackie is toxic.
But I'm trying to figure out why Marsha won't fucking her. But she also wasn't giving energy that she wanted to fuck, and that's the problem.
But also, she had already said that her vagina was hurting from fucking him the first time.
When?
On the vacation, Micah asked them all, or Micah or Chelsea.
Right. But she said, you're not trying. Like,
and she was like, I feel like she might have expressed to him like, damn, like my shit sore. Because she said that her shit was sore to the girls. And so she might have expressed to him like, damn, my shit sore. So he was like, damn, like I don't want to.
Because he sap ass nigga.
He is, right? You know what I'm saying? He like, shit, I don't want to fuck her up like that. You know what I'm saying? I fucked her up one time. I don't want to do it again. Like, let me know when you ready, baby.
But then I think also what kicked in was that she really wasn't feeling him also. Mm-hmm. She fucked him because that's the niche. This is who I need. Need and want are two different things.
Totally different things.
And the thing about it is a lot of people
are scared to express that.
Scared to express it. And it's kind of, it's not even like scared to express. It's like we all want to be what we need.
What we need.
What we need. Mm-hmm. We all want to be that person for ourselves. And because we're not those people, don't mean we don't want to be that. So I think she married Marshall because she know what she needs. Doesn't mean she's ready for that, unfortunately.
Right, fact.
And sometimes when you're not ready, you push through and you become ready, and sometimes you just don't.
You'd be like, nah, that toxic nigga from the pods, call him and tell him meet me at the coffee shop.
At the bonfire?
At the coffee shop. Call me.
So yeah, so that was that. But I just want the fact that like Love is Blind has been, we've had some great seasons. Mm-hmm. And I don't even think this was one of my favorite seasons. I'm not gonna be honest. I'm not gonna be honest.
I think it was one of my favorite toxic seasons, for sure.
I think this one had a lot of talking points. And I feel like other people have probably been worse. Like, I feel like TikTok and talking on shows and stuff wasn't as big when old girl who left Jared to be with the singing nigga, El Salvador, and her name, whatever her name was, the Puerto Rican chick. Remember her?
Oh, on season 2.
Yes.
With Ayana. Uh-huh.
And like that was, if TikTok and stuff was as big then during those seasons, that was way more. Those were better talking points. You get what I'm saying?
I get that.
We knew she didn't like him, El Salvador. We knew that
TikTok wasn't as big as that.
You know what I'm saying? And then a girl who didn't like the guy. What's her name? She the young nigga. She was like 29.
In
the apartment with him because she was disgusted with his little ass.
Yeah.
He was short.
Yeah.
And it was
she just got married.
Really, just something like that.
Yeah, and he got married.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think he been married and had a kid, and then she just got married.
So it was so many better like shows. Like if we think about it, like it was people who didn't even move in, and like did like a lot of shit that happened. So I'm like, this was cool, but it was typical. The black guy who has the white girl. Come on.
I'm so over that storyline.
Textbook.
And let me just say this.
Go ahead.
Because I don't mind a black woman dating a white man, right?
Okay.
But when it comes to black men dating white women, I think that white women fetishize over black men more than white men fetishize over black women.
Right.
When black women date white men, they're dating them because that man is treating them like the queen they should be treated as. And when black men date white women, they're dating that white woman because they think she's better than a black woman. They're comparing the two. But when the shoe is on the other foot and it's a black woman, she's not comparing them. She's just being treated the way she wants to be treated, and that's what matters. It doesn't matter that a white man is treating her better than a black man. It just it matters that this man is treating me better than my last.
Yep.
And that is the issue. And it's just like Kwame's dating Chelsea and literally said on the fucking show that he couldn't go to prom with his girlfriend because she was white.
Yep. And you still doing the same thing, and you want your black
you haven't learned, and she's never gonna be okay with it.
By white people, and you haven't let this go.
And so, are those even his real siblings?
I feel like this siblings thing is like a reach, right? I think that was real. My personal opinion, because I'm like, only because they have to do the live reunion. If they didn't have to do the live reunion, then I would think that they could do whatever. I
feel like they're only doing a live reunion because we're so into it.
And their reunions have been horrible.
They have been terrible.
Every single season, we're like, it was pointless. Why did I watch this? They didn't.
Because y'all didn't touch on the topics that we wanted.
The ultimatum, they didn't ask any questions. Like, everybody reunion was like trash. So I
absolutely.
Like they're doing this to like try
because
to please us.
Shaniqua or whatever her name was, she fucked that nigga. Zay. She did. Mm-hmm. She fucked up.
So I'm like, I feel like they're doing that because of that. But this season as a whole, I'm like, the whole storyline between Micah, Paul, and Kwame, I just didn't like because they didn't show enough of Micah and Kwame and Paul's love story. It was so unfucking believable. It's like, how did we get here?
How did you turn down?
I'm picking this black guy, but now I love this white boy who we haven't had any clips of us being intimate. Saying it, like it just was like, if y'all are in these pods for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, it was
12 days or 10 days.
Bliss was like, we was in the pod, we was talking for 10 hours. One time to Zach, or one of them said that. I forgot it was Bliss. For 10 hours, you talking for 10 hours, and now we're here, and we have no footage of that. So that means that y'all had no substance those whole 10 hours,
right?
12 hours, 20 hours next day.
That means y'all was really just having genuine conversation, and it wasn't.
It was just boring.
It wasn't right. It was just boring. It was just conversation for y'all. So, boo. Anyway, I'll be tuned in tomorrow.
We will be there to watch that.
Yes, I will be tuned in.
We will go on a show like that.
I would absolutely, yeah. Fuck it.
But
why
for
not?
me,
What about the footage from Kwame on Married at First Sight? What season? I want to know what season that was.
10 in DC.
DC. How the fuck he get from DC to Portland?
Exactly. He want to be on. He want to be.
He just love is blind for real.
I seen this thing with a girl. So it was like a thing like. Let's both apply for the show until we got in love so we can get married on the show. That's smart as fuck.
That's so smart. Oh my God.
If y'all both make it.
Right, if y'all both make it, yeah.
I would do that. Like we
gotta make sure we perfect for each other so they match us.
Have a plan, and then so we can leverage it, and then we get a brand deal, and then start doing TikToks about I'll get unshadow banned. The girl said, if you
Lauren and Cameron, it seemed right.
Yeah, there's a couple of them. And in Married at First Sight, let's just touch on this. Like, Eris don't
like her.
Listen,
I haven't even caught up as much as I want to. I can tell you
I caught up.
That Eris does not like her.
He's so uninterested. He reminds me of somebody, but he's very uninterested. Like, he don't even know how to be. Like, he doesn't like her. He said she's not my type. The biggest thing I want to know is what's his type. Because typically they ask, what's your type? Like, they're like, oh, more slender. I don't like redheads. But, like, he has not said what his type was. But he was dancing with that line dancer. And, like, I
talked to Diamond, and she was talking about that. And she was just like, he seemed more interested. And then she went to Dr. Pepper. I mean, and was like, I still want to work for my marriage.
Both of them keep saying they want to work for it, but I think neither one of them want to say to the one who left. But I think she knows that he doesn't want her, and that's why she can't try anymore, because she knows he don't want her, but he just don't know how to want her because he doesn't like her. And he's not... Physical is the first thing. That does not matter.
That matters.
Does not... So once you eliminate physical, right, you have to work so much harder for the other things. So now because he is not physically attracted to her, now he feels like we gotta have good conversation. But because she's shut down, she can't have good conversation because you already told her that she don't like how she looks.
Right.
So it's like a full circle thing. You saying like it will never work. So they tried, and like I'm gonna be honest, I don't think he was more attracted to the lady who was dancing. I don't think that. That's a reach.
Right.
I think they wasn't dancing, and she was trying to vibe with him because you're already insecure about something, and then when somebody shows you that somebody else more than you, and you're already insecure, it's gonna make
a
you feel
pullback.
More insecure. Mm-hmm. So I think it's like, damn, you dancing with this bitch, but I be trying to like fuck with you. You're not fucking with me. So now she's like, I'm going home, and I would have felt the same way too. So yeah, I don't think he even like trying to do it on purpose. I just think he just don't like her, so he didn't think that far.
Yeah.
Like, I think it wasn't on purpose, but he just don't like her.
Do you think that...
She's not my type, but...
What's Kirsten's husband name?
I don't think he's gay. He's just feminine.
Right. He's been that way, though. Yeah. I think he's just a nice guy.
He's a nice guy, but you gotta figure out what you want and what represents you as a person.
Right. So, because they've already...
had sex.
Consummated the marriage, right?
Consummated. If I said had sex, bitch, fucked.
Right. Do you think that that's made a difference in how she's treating him?
No, that means the dick ain't that good.
Okay, but boom. You remember in Atlanta season when the one girl had sex and she said, I'm out.
I'm done. And he was eclectic. I liked him. He was weird.
I couldn't stand him. Oh my God.
You didn't like him.
All he wanted to do was eat steak and
the girl with
eggs.
The red hair, she was dating the white boy. He was probably a Republican, but like he's himself.
Probably.
He was himself, and I like that about him. Be yourself. Don't deny your truth. But
that dick was little.
So I feel like Yeah, I feel like the redhead guy and the redhead, like how she gonna say she don't like redhead? She a redhead. The new girl in this season.
Okay.
What? I don't like gingers.
You don't like ginger. You are a ginger. Big fake ass lip. Like, I would have went in on her ass too.
Like, they're not like, they just don't like each other. So why we dragging this on too? Pretending we're gonna make a friendship. You're not getting married.
I literally was telling Diamond, like, just let me know when decision day comes, because I want to see that episode and then I want to watch the reunion.
Right.
And that's it. And that's the fuck all.
I quit last season. But this season, I could feel like 3 episodes, and I seen it clear. I was like, okay, well, let me go watch it. And then I watched it, I was just like, it's literally the same thing. These same people are trying to build these same connections that are not connecting, but they're trying to force it and make connect. And I was like, I'm over that shit. I don't want to see it no more. I don't want to see fucking, what's his name from the Jersey Shore?
Pauly D. And Danielle. Is that her name, too?
Pauly D, that's,
yeah.
Vinny.
Vinny.
And, like, girl who he said was thick.
Danielle. I think that's her name. I feel like it. I don't know.
Like bigger than what I would like. I'm over them too.
And she's obsessed too. Well, she was at least.
But like right now, she's like feeling insecure because she feels like she's not good enough and she's been through so much shit. Blah 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 blah.
And we'll be
no, we know the same people gonna get married, and we keep watching this shit.
Yeah. On a lighter note, let's talk about Suki and Sexy Red getting walked like a dog. By NLE Chopper. I thought that nigga was preaching how he was so saved and how he was so different. And he
Is
walking
that the bitch who cut his girlfriend off because she wanted him not to be fucking other bitches?
That is him. And she was damn near 30 and he's 19.
That means he was laying that Pipington. That's what happened. He was laying that L Pipington. She said 19.
And I love him.
I don't get nothing.
I love him.
Welcome like what he was saying, welcome like a day. Welcome like he was slaying that schlong.
Okay.
He was walking Suki like a dog.
Okay, period. And I love Suki.
And how she gonna get mad at little mama for taking on her? That was the funniest shit ever.
But then what she said.
The shade room post.
I saw it. I liked it.
I had to comment on shade room.
I liked it.
Y'all was like, y'all getting wild out here.
Y'all was like, she was like, you just don't like the messenger, and I was like, she right about it.
I just don't like little mama because that New York concrete jungle where dreams are made of. There's nothing you can't do. I'm not even mad at her for that shit. You know why? Because that shit rolled.
That shit.
I'm gonna get that shit tatted on with my dad. But I'm not gonna lie, but that song, she was feeling it.
She was.
We would have all been New York.
And my bun gonna fly off.
Like just like Lil Mama, hey. We were hey.
Period.
She's been giving it up.
Absolutely. If I thought Jay-Z and Alicia Keys was vibing with me.
Me too. Like, I'm from the city. Niggas know I'm from the city.
Okay.
She thought highly of herself, and that's what counts.
Period.
And so, for Suki to try to be like, oh, people ain't fuck what you said. I didn't think it was corny to me. I was like, this is like the easiest joke you can go for. Like,
it is. And so, you know what? Oops. I keep doing that. I love Suki. I love Suki and I love Lil Mama.
Where ladies are made of.
No, your side, friend.
Who next
it's
door?
your side. Yeah, that's
I can't
it.
See. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, this is my turn. Okay.
It's like no.
But yeah, she not wrong. And the other bed,
the other bed.
I was a biatch, but I didn't. Something red, slick red.
Sexy red.
I did find her Instagram, and she be like, the one who was like, my booty hole black, my pussy hole pink.
I'm out of town, thugging with my round. My coochie pink, but my booty hole brown. Is your booty hole not?
My booty hole brown?
My coochie pink and my booty hole brown.
Well.
It is what it is. Mine is.
Well. But the point is,
I like the song. It's so catchy.
No, I was singing it when we was in Charleston. No, I would be like, my way, give me my brown. But for real, on the ground, it's like brown. Like, Who talks like that?
My coochie pink and my booty hole brown. Such a fucking lady.
You in the streets talking about your booty hole?
Bruh. My coochie big, but my booty hole brown.
You whore.
And that's why I can't hang out with my friends, because they all
It was fun though.
My coochie big, but my booty hole brown.
Why? But what would make you write that is what I'm saying. Like, what you on? And
it rhymes. I'm out of town, thugging with my rounds. My coochie pink, but my booty hole brown.
She not bleaching. Kanye said you gotta bleach. And if I fuck her asshole and she
just bleach her asshole and I get bleach on my t-shirt, then I'ma feel like an asshole. Now we gotta go get bleaches. Damn.
I've been wanting to get my booty hole bleached.
Me too. Cause it's brown. And I'm out of town, thugging with my rounds. My coochie big and my booty hole brown. Woo! Anyway, like Annalise said, you gotta find some fucking balance.
Okay.
And that's just it. And that's just the fuck all.
Wild for me. I'm like, it's just like my goodies, not my goodies. We were selling goodies. Now we just get straight to it. My booty and my booty. We not skipping
and my booty hole brown.
We're not skipping nothing in between, and I like that. I really like that for us.
Go dumb.
Go. So, welcome like a dog.
I'm sorry. Let me tell these people how to get.
They got the food
up in the house.
Okay.
Samuel.
Okay. You can ask Chicken like it was a standing ovation. Hey, throw it in rotation.
Hey.
Throw it in. Hey. Did she go off with that shit right there?
It was a vibe.
We're gonna put it on the big TV. When we done.
Okay.
And then see what they play after that. But in the meantime, in between
motherfucking time,
we're gonna go ahead and
throw it in rotation.
We're gonna throw it in rotation. We're not gonna throw it into rotation as Monique stand up because I watched it. You
okay, tell me. I did not.
It wasn't for our age group. Like, but maybe, and I'm just giving her that because I didn't like it. But I'm not gonna say that. But I felt like it might not have been for my age group, and I missed like the jokes. Like, and it was like over my head.
She's a boomer, I think.
Yeah, but she was. I mean, saying some stuff was cool, but I wanted more from her. Is all. And like I seen her be funnier to me. But I'm not in her age group, so maybe like all the retard jokes was probably funny and like, and they didn't offend me. I wasn't offended. I was kind of like, oh, okay,
it wasn't for you, right?
Low hanging fruit.
Absolutely.
And to me,
I
love Auntie Momo. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely,
and she used that cootie cat, and she had coochie on her mind. So like, I was like, that's my girl. But I just couldn't get into it like I wanted to. So we're not gonna throw that into rotation.
Period.
What you want to throw into rotation?
Let's throw into rotation. Did y'all see about the Drake from Drake and Josh? Funny. That shit was funny to me. So he was in Orlando and he was on the beach and he left his phone in a car and they couldn't find him for 12 hours. So they put probably LSD. What else they be doing?
Throwing it in rotation.
And that's on Periana. And so they reported him missing. And so they put out a missing person of him. They put it all on social media and all of that good stuff. And so then he tweets, I leave my phone in the car for 12 hours in this. Like, y'all niggas is bugging. I couldn't be alone. I couldn't.
Like yep, love me like that. Yep.
And I agree with you. But a regular person wouldn't have got that much, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, where
for
12 hours.
Yeah, I feel you.
And he was just like, damn, I was just trying to catch a vibe. And y'all tripping like this. I thought that was pretty fucking funny. How do you feel?
I feel like that was strange to me because I'm like, if it was anybody for 12 hours, it wouldn't have been that same thing.
Right.
But I'm a double it back. What I forgot to touch on. So if what's not strange to me is that, like, if my friends attack me when I'm trying to help them outside the bus, then they want to fight me, it's gonna be a problem.
Because let me tell you one motherfucking thing, Natalie fucking Nunn, bitch, ho, the fuck. You're not about to play with me like that. You're not my fucking friend.
And she doubled down to something
in the conversation.
Bitch, I'm not listening to. Me and Data talked about. We just got into it, but we ain't get into it. But we had got into it about. We had got into it about some shit, and me and her just both won't listening to each other. Just point the fuck blank. Period. I ain't hear shit she said, and she ain't hear shit I said. But we got into it. But we gonna scuffling the fuck up outside. So how you want your friend to defend you in a fight, but you don't defend her in fights? For one, because she fought Razor a couple times and you were standing there like a referee. Okay. But you mad at her because she interviewed with you
and fucking she was fucking. Krishan?
When you jump, be like, girl, what you talking about? Me,
like what? What has she fucking? She the only motherfucker who came out behind you. It's like, what happened? Are you okay? And now I'm supposed to just remember. We've been drinking all night, and I'm supposed to remember what the fuck was said on the bus.
And we have.
And we have. And we had. And we have.
Cheers.
Cheers. You know what I'm saying? Well, let me tell you one thing. It's never going to hold us back to drink.
Exactly. We're not scrapping our friends outside of a bus when we got ops on a bus. What y'all on? You bitches on the bus who really don't like y'all. You playing Krishan right now. You need to have an ally.
Well, at least one. Be like, bitch, you ain't see that bitch out there.
Drag Scotty like she thought she was going to. So, like, at least you got a half an ally. Even though Scotty may be a little scary, she ain't really got dragged like a lot of you bitches could have.
Okay.
Because Razor ain't do what we thought she was going to do.
Right. A lot of them bitches on that show. Because even Biggie, I thought, like we said earlier, I thought she was going to drag that little bitch.
And she did not give it up. And you know Tommy
Dominican.
Tommy got paid to lose that fight to be a drunk during that fight.
Absolutely.
Because there's no way. Because Natalie.
It's Natalie.
We've seen you every single... Come on. You trained up. I just don't believe she was trained up that much. That's all I'm saying.
First of all, Tommy never gave me, I'm going to lose to a bitch like Natalie. Ever in life.
Also that.
She never gave that.
She didn't give me... I thought she was that
she
drunk, that she would lose. You get what I'm saying? Like, she don't seem like...
She's not that bitch. She's never been that bitch.
And that's how I took it. Everybody trying to sell it as, like...
Perception is everything.
She was so fucked up that she lost. I don't think the alcohol controlled her so much that she would lose a fight to Natalie if she didn't.
Ever.
Wasn't getting paid to.
I feel like Tommy is a point prover. And I feel like that point she would have proved, but the money talk, bullshit walk. I'm gonna count my coins before I. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So no.
So yeah, I didn't really see that being the thing, and Tommy has been through some things in the past that people have judged her for, and I'm just kind of just like, I don't know what people do with their kids, because I know how my mama would have did me. And something that would have happened, and I think it's just different now. Yeah. So
absolutely.
And my mama always forgive me and my siblings' names. She don't know our names. She like, my
mama.
I'm talking to.
My mama, my grandma, my granny, my aunts. They all forget all our names.
They don't know our names. They know who we are.
Yeah, that's it. They know us. They know our faces. And I'm never offended.
So people were writing soliloquies because...
Not soliloquies.
Because Nick Cannon forgot Onyx's name. And they made it into a whole thing because supposedly him and Onyx's mom was into it last year or whatever, so he did it on purpose and blah, blah, blah. Listen,
I don't think he did it on purpose.
Well, I just do the drunk.
Right, the hiccup.
I was like, wait, hold up. I couldn't
drink more liquor. Ooh! And then when I try to...
And then I hit with the... So, I don't know their relationship. So, if he was being childish, who knows? My perception for me was that like everybody do this shit.
Right. I feel like that's normal. For parents, I feel like that's normal. For grandparents, that's normal. For friends. If you have kids or if you have multiple kids in your life that are young or in general, you could be old, young, short, tall, fat, skinny. It don't matter. It's easy to be like, oh, Natalia, Deja, Tiffany, Dana. It's easy to do that. No matter who the fuck you are to a person.
Yeah.
So I don't feel like that it was purposefully. I just feel like, right, I just feel like, you know.
That way, and I didn't feel that way, but we don't know him.
We don't.
But I did take it like, girl, stop.
Yeah, me too. I was like I'm not even going to read this because I don't even think it's.
But me personally, even if I was beefing with somebody, and I've been beefed up with a nigga about some shit, and I ain't looking nobody. Saucy Santana.
Look at you. Okay.
I've been beefed up with a nigga about some shit. Walking like a dog.
Walking, come on, bitch.
I've been beefed up with a nigga about some shit, and I ain't think how she thought. Because I'm like, even when I'm right, I can be wrong about some shit. You know what I'm saying? Even if I'm wrong with a whole bunch, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like her forgetting that name might have been an accident. He could have been trying to be funny. I don't know. I don't know Nick Cannon.
But let me tell you
and I watch Wildin' Out. You still watch Wildin' Out? Ooh, I
not like how I used to. But let me tell you who I think was.
Here we go.
Okay, my bun's still intact.
I was rubbing it up for
Thank you. Let me tell you who I think was on point with they feel. Angel Reese.
Okay.
Because you can't fucking see me, bitch.
You can't see me.
You thought you was going to come. You thought you was going to come to Louisiana with the bullshit after you did South Carolina dirty? No, ma'am.
Yeah.
You not seeing me, bitch.
Like, I'm all for black girls. It's black girls and with black girls. However you feel, if we're going to wave our hands, we're going to do John Cena shit, we're going to do the same shit you did, we're going to do Tony Yo shit. Whoever want to claim it. If you're doing it, I'm with it. And I love it for these little black girls. Because they
they deserve it.
They on the tits and the talks, and I love it.
Right, they deserve that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, bitch, what my biggest thing is, it's cool when niggas do it, but it's a problem when females do it.
Fuck them.
Birds
of a feather.
They flock together.
Make my suck.
But like, come on, y'all mad at females for fucking expressing themselves, but niggas could do that shit all day long on a basketball court. But as soon as a female do it, it's an issue. But when the white girl did it, when the white girl did it the week before, it was cool. It was cool. She had a whole segment. But as soon as the black girl be like, nah, thought you can't see us.
She want to invite both teams to the White House, but there's no prize for second place.
Ever.
And I read something where they're trying to get rid of participation trophies, and I'm with that because, like, I'm be honest, y'all are teaching y'all kids to be mediocre.
Second is better. No, it's not.
Wow. If you're in a program where there's no competitions and you're just like practicing, of course, get a trophy, medal for like experiencing it, right? But if you're going up against team and y'all losing, but y'all still getting trophies at the end of the year for participating in it, no.
Yeah,
no. Just like, life isn't like that. You don't get a participation award
for being alive.
Or you know what you're doing, or you're like, you just don't get a reward for like living. And that's what we get so short at. And I don't want my child to be so short. And I may be on my Dr. Umar, but I don't want my child to be so short.
No.
For just feeling like they get a reward for living life. You want a cookie?
For fucking...
Now what? And it could be trying because we're so used to like having to perform. And having to like succeed. Doing a dance but you should also want to.
Okay? You should want to be better. The fuck? Like, that shit was crazy to me. But... Shout out to Angel Reese and LSU because they deserved it. They won it, and it is what it is. Caitlin? I don't know.
No. Caitlin's on Iowa. They got all them motherfucking crackers out there.
Crack ass cracker.
Peanut butter crackers. You know what
I'm saying? Crack.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't.
It didn't give what it was supposed to have gave.
It ain't gave what it supposed to have gave. And they say she's the best player.
Whatever.
All this other stuff, but
Anyway, also Angel Reese was like, nah, Joe Biden's wife invited them in.
Right. And she said no.
She said no at first, but then she was just like, we'll go.
No, the team said they'll go.
Yeah.
The team said they'll go. But as they were supposed to do, they were supposed to say they'll go. But what she was really saying was that, like, you can't equate them to us. You get what I'm saying? Like, they aren't us. And they don't get to go because any other team doesn't get to go just because they have players who are important players.
Right. Facts. I get that.
Y'all, I was trying to like look up the other player. I forgot the girl's name. I follow her on TikTok, but like, and she got a song on now. Her name is something.
She got a song?
Yes, but like I'm a little lit, so I can't. Wait, hey, chill out. Oh, Flugy.
Oh yeah. Wasn't she on like rap? She was on the same show as Mulatto, right?
Yes.
I know, yeah.
That's
right. Wasn't she on rap?
Yeah, I just want to say her name is
Floggy.
These little girls.
Yeah, shout out to her because she is on that team.
Is she a stud or not?
Holla at my girl.
No, not my girl. Because somebody else's girl. Not my girl. Because somebody else's girl has had fantasies for a few episodes. So I didn't holla at my girl, cause she behind the 8-ball, and I'm
life been lifing.
She about to get in the field.
I be trying to fuck with these niggas, and it always fall through. And so she was like, "It keep falling through. You might as well fuck with these bitches."
No, I'm just saying, cause you've been talking about it for episodes, have you not?
I have been,
bro. And did you not have that piercing? And people had already misrepresented you. So remember you had those.
I said I have my.
And they said,
in New York when I used to go there and visit, in Virginia.
Yeah.
And in Virginia. So both cities, and I used to wear the rainbow belt and all of that. I did.
Shorty red
with Shorty Rainbow for years.
Making out Shorty Rainbow.
Okay, yeah.
And Shorty Red said was Shorty Rainbow.
Shorty Rainbow was up in the motherfucking alley.
And she ain't even gotta talk no more.
with all the studies. And I love y'all.
I love y'all. Like we said.
However many kisses.
Yeah, I'm saying she gonna get her little young big.
I wouldn't mind.
Little LSU big, you know what I'm saying? She had
a little toy. Nah, before she
my leg keep thumping.
Before she sent all her assets to her mother, like Ari Hakimi.
Honestly, that was messed up.
Was it?
He's
Did
smart.
you feel like that?
No,
He's smart.
Okay.
He's smart.
He
What? He already knew. I heard that she was
the
significantly older than him.
He knew the vibe.
And so he knew the vibe. Because she was older than him.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at my boy.
Yeah.
He's smart. Now what? You left him because you thought you were going to get the money, and then what?
Or she left him because she was unhappy, but she didn't get the money because he was smarter than her. And I feel like he was just smarter than her. And I feel like you gotta know what kind of nigga you fucking with. You know
That's it already.
And he pushed it in his mama's name because he's smart. I don't own none of this. It's all hers.
It's all my mama's.
This nigga was getting more than $200,000
a week.
It's sitting in his mama's name. His mama gonna.
And that's why he put it in his mama. His mama ain't never gonna do him dirty.
So I had a tough conversation earlier. Not even tough, but we had.
Talk to me. Tell me.
And we had a conversation. I'm just like, okay, would you put, never mind.
Would I put that in my mother's name?
We'll talk about it later.
Please.
So, what's the next topic?
Let's talk about mama.
You want to talk about mama? It's mother time.
It's mother time. And let's talk about Azriel Clary and her mother. And Azriel Clary is one of R. Kelly's ex-girlfriends. She was the one that was there with Joycelyn.
And she was pregnant.
No, Joycelyn said she was pregnant and she was not ever. And R. Kelly even said she wasn't pregnant. Okay. Because how she was getting visits and they not married. But anyway, so there's ways.
You watch Power.
I have Power.
You watch
a fictional tale. However,
Tariq running rampant. Okay.
He is. He got a car this season though.
He got a Porsche.
A Porsche, a blue one. Cute. But anyway, so Azriel and her mom have text messages that have been leaked about her mom basically grooming her to like mess with R. Kelly. And the text messages are like, oh, you the youngest one there, so you know he gonna fuck with you the hardest. Like, make sure you do a little sexy dance for him. He gonna make sure he fly you out first. Like, she like, I don't have an ID. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get in this show tonight. And she like, just make him an excuse of why you can't go. And he gonna make sure he fuck with you and he gonna make sure you there. And she just like, I'm scared to do that. She like, girl, please quit playing. That's about to be my son-in-law and he older than me. Like, let's get this bag type shit. And she's just like, oh my gosh.
That's
like,
what she was saying?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not unbelievable.
It's not unbelievable, but it's just like, people been saying these things, but the way that they've been playing it out was just like, oh my God, no, he took my daughter and I didn't know anything about it. They were supposed to be doing music and it's just supposed to be like, oh my God. And
how many people who watched the R. Kelly doc was like, nah, and
surprised.
There was kind of just all like y'all are victims, but y'all not 100% victims in the sense of like there's a lot of people who played into that. And I'm not saying I don't know everybody's story, and I don't know how
absolutely
what. But what I'm saying is like I felt like the things that I read online because I didn't watch the R. Kelly doc, that like people were more like, okay, so how did your daughter get into this kind of situation? Where were you at? Kind of questions about a lot of them others.
Yeah.
So I'm like, now that these texts are coming out, I'm just kind of like, it kind of confirms the fact that people were kind of suspicious that where were the moms when everything was happening?
Okay, facts. It definitely does. You? Because your parents didn't. And so, of course, now they're on a cleanup spree of like, oh, no, it wasn't nothing like that. It was just jokes type shit. And it's just like, no, it wasn't. Because if you're 17, 16, and your mom is texting you these things, like, she knows what she's saying to you, and you know what she's saying to you. At this point, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, let's stop playing these games. Your mom, it's
unfortunate. People have their own traumas, and they put it onto their kids. And they end up, like, trying to make their kids everything that they could.
Because you want your kids to be more or have more or do more than what you've done. But you want them to take the fast route because you thought you took the slow route and it didn't get you where you thought you wanted to be. And so it's very fucking unfortunate.
Yeah.
It is. Question. How do you feel about Black China, or excuse me, Angela White and Alexis Sky finding God? What are your thoughts on that?
I think I'm skeptical of anybody. So, like, I'm always like when I see clips, because I'm not actually actively searching it,
right?
But like
looking into what they're doing.
I'm always like, listen, it's like what they're saying is like, if God's first, that's how you feel. My whole thing is that I feel like religion doesn't matter if you're Buddhist, you're Christian, or Seventh-day Adventist. I feel like religion is needed for structure, and it's also needed to make people better people. Because a lot of people would be worse than what they were if they didn't believe in something. People need something to believe in order to like progress through life. Because honestly, there is no ending, right? Besides death. So if I don't believe after this I'm going to somewhere better or I'm going to somewhere wrong, if I don't adjust my lifestyle, then I have nothing to live for, and I can really do whatever I want to do and let go of all my inhibition and morals, really. So I think religion is necessary, but does it feel forced right now? A little bit, because I feel like religion is supposed to be more natural than like posting all the time. But also, they're in a world where their job
social media is supposed to,
and they make money to post. So how can we judge them for like changing their narrative? So because I post bathing pictures, which I don't, every single day, and they're now talking about God every day. I can't judge them for their content. So it's like, I don't know how to feel. You know what I'm saying? I kind of feel like I don't give a fuck. Sorry, I kind of took back. I really just feel like I don't give a fuck. Like, they post what they want to post, but I don't need to hear every interview they do. I don't need to post it on every social media
It don't have to be in my face.
Like heal. And even if you are healing, you do need the interviews to make money. That's why I was like, I understand the fact that they're doing the interviews because they do need money. And their income was selling pictures. If they're not selling that anymore, they got to sell something. You are still the brand, no matter what the transition of the brand is. You are still the brand.
Yeah. Facts. I agree.
So like, yeah, I get it, but it's also just kind of like, it's gimmicky that everybody's talking about God, but was like, it's just like, a lot of things to me are just like far-fetched. Like, I feel like sometimes they might know something we not, like the world's ending, so they shouldn't get their shit together, or I just kind of feel like they just feel like,
I agree with that though.
Everything makes money while it makes money, and it could be profitable. It could be that as well.
This is the lane to be in right now. Right. I agree with that. So also, the Cabo 6. U.S.
Attorney General
have decided not to pursue charges with the Cabo 6. However, we don't know where the Mexican authorities stand with finishing the extradition of the Cabo 6.
Right.
And I think that is crazy. Like, we know they have got her body brought back here, and according to what are those people called who do the fucking
autopsy?
Yep, the autopsy people. They have said that the coroner said that according to the U.S. that, Mexican authorities said that her neck was broken. It's not broken. Supposedly. And so, like, what's next? You know what I'm saying?
I don't trust the U.S. government. I've seen enough James Bond, enough taken videos to realize that the CIA and the DEA don't even work together, because I watched Snowfall this season.
But
they will conspire against each other, and, like, who really fucking knows?
But, okay, so does that put a battery in the Mexican authorities back to just stop pursuing?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's my thing.
So why would I care?
Right. If these people the big bucks don't care, why do the little bucks care?
Yeah.
And it's just like, fuck, now these people done got away. We watched videos of them beating this bitch.
I don't think they really care.
I don't want to call her bitch, but beating this girl's ass.
I don't think they care.
And they've never cared. You know what I'm saying?
Anyone has ever cared.
And that's
and
so
only
unfortunate.
Became what it was, and they're not following charge because we don't have time for that. America is dealing with being in World War III right now. They're dealing with nuclear bombs. They're dealing with recessions. They're dealing with the third Great Depression, or whatever the fuck they want to call that shit. Like, they're dealing with a lot of shit. So, like, Shanquilla is an unneeded distraction.
So unfortunate.
And that's really and that's just what it is. Like,
so fucking unfortunate.
If this was a better time for this to happen, it would be investigations. They would be shutting the Mexican borders down. Or to build walls because it was profitable during that time period.
Question:
do
you think that Trump would have done his big one for that? Because he been trying to close that Mexican border.
If it was beneficial, because like as of now, if Trump was still president, we don't know what would have been accomplished by now or not been accomplished, or what the new like agenda would be. You know what I'm saying? Because he's in cahoots with like Russia and China, and we're supposed to be not agreeing with them, and they come with their own currency and all this other shit. We don't even know what would be important right now.
Right.
This might not be important to him as people think like certain things would be important to him. Like, oh, Trump would have let this happen. No, Trump was doing what was beneficial, and he was
to him.
Party, and he was getting along with the get along game.
Absolutely, I agree with that.
Yeah.
All right. So, on a lighter note, who
this bitch
out of pocket
like a pistol?
Who?
She done got a whole new shot, bow.
Wow.
Come pick me up.
No, we could just walk downstairs.
I can't get home that way. Ooh. I do want some chips though. Oh my gosh. Well,
anyway,
this has been.
Right. Anyway,
what else do we have on our motherfucking agenda?
The AI.
No, we're not doing that.
Well,
we'll be back next week.
We will. And y'all can talk to us.
This has been fun. And
I have a great time. How about you?
We miss y'all. This was great.
Period.
We're about to go eat some chicken wings. Per usual. This has been another episode
of Such a Fucking Lady, the podcast.
Peace.
Such a Fucking Lady.